Did you know that Portugal was ranked as one of the top 3 best countries in the world for expats? Yep, thousands of people move here every year for the sun, the food and, let's be honest, the affordable wine. But the big question is, should you rent or buy when you get here? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know which option makes the most sense for you, but will also uncover some hidden gem locations you probably haven't even considered yet. And trust me, you don't want to make the same mistakes other expats do. Whether you're dreaming of a beachfront escape, a cozy city apartment or a countryside retreat, we're covering the cost, the process and even a few sneaky pitfalls to avoid. So, if Portugal is calling your name, grab a pastel de nata, hit that like and subscribe button and let's dive in. So, if you're wondering, can foreigners actually buy property in Portugal? The answer is yes.
That's right. Buying as a foreigner is totally doable, even if you're from the US or the UK. There aren't a lot of restrictions. You'll just need a few key things such as proof of income or enough savings, a valid passport and a NIF number. That's your Portuguese tax ID. Pretty simple compared to other countries. But before we jump into buying, let's talk about renting first. From our experience, renting first is the way to go. When you move to a new country, you don't really know the neighborhoods, the daily commute, or even where the best restaurants are. Renting gives you time to figure all that out before committing to buying. We always recommend starting with a 1-year lease. Chances are, once you settle in, you'll realize there's another area you like better, whether it's closer to the action, quieter, or just more convenient. And here's another tip. Go for a fully furnished rental if you can. It makes moving way easier. You won't have to worry about hauling furniture or figuring out if your couch fits in your new place.
Like everywhere else in the world, rental prices in Portugal depend on the location and type of housing. Lisbon and Porto are the top spots for expats, especially digital nomads. But, as you can probably guess, with popularity comes a price. Whether you're buying or renting, housing costs in Lisbon and Porto have skyrocketed. That said, if you're a remote worker, have a good retirement income, or have passive income that's higher than the average Portuguese salary, Lisbon or Porto might still be an option for you. But don't worry if they're out of your budget. Portugal is big, a very diverse country. There are plenty of beautiful towns outside of Lisbon and Porto that are becoming really popular among expats.
So, if you're looking for a rental, the first thing you should do is set your budget. Each city has its own vibe and lifestyle, so knowing how much you can spend will help narrow down your search. Once you've got that figured out, focus on what's important to you. Do you want to be close to the shops and restaurants? Or maybe you need to be near school for your kids. Once you answer those questions, your search will be much more focused. For us, living in a big city isn't a priority. We'd love to have a house with a garden, ideally near the beach.
Right now we're considering the Algarve. The weather is fantastic, the beaches are incredible and the countryside is super beautiful. We've got our eye on Tavira. It's a great spot near the Spanish border. For our search, we've been using the 2 most popular housing platforms, Idealista and OLX. Another one is Casa Sapo. Now, let's start with Lisbon, the capital city and one of the most popular places for expats. It's packed with history and culture, has excellent infrastructure and is filled with restaurants, shops and amenities. Plus, the beach isn't too far away. Okay, but there is a problem. Finding an affordable long-term rental in Lisbon isn't easy. We're not talking about tiny 1-bedroom studios available for a few months. We're looking for a proper home, a 1-year rental that works for a family. If you're planning to settle down for the long haul, like us, a family of 3, we're focusing on 2 bedrooms or ideally 3-bedroom places. If you're on your own or as a couple, your cost will be lower. So keep that in mind as we show you some examples.
On the Idealista website, you can filter your search by area. There are many areas to choose from. To give an example, you have Avenidas Novas, a residential neighborhood and very family friendly, Alcantara, located along the Tagus River and which is continuously developing. Another one is Baixa, which is right in the city center, a beautiful historic area but often crowded with tourists. Bairro Alto, famous for its nightlife. Santos, one of the oldest parts of Lisbon, known for its mix of budget and luxury rentals. And Alvalade, another residential neighborhood and popular among families. Let's check out an apartment in Chiado, a neighborhood known for its blend of historic charm and contemporary architecture. Rental prices for a 2-bedroom apartment in Chiado typically range from €2,500 to €5,000 per month. It's an excellent choice if you want to live in a vibrant cultural hub. Fun fact, the world's oldest bookstore is located here. As you can see, many of the apartments in this area are beautifully renovated, fully furnished and quite luxurious. So while the prices may be high, you're definitely getting value for your money.
Another popular area for expats in Lisbon is Graça São Vicente. Here's an example of a place available for €1,750 a month, unfurnished. This area is known for its charming, narrow streets and beautifully restored houses. It has a relaxed local atmosphere. It's perfect if you want easy access to neighborhoods like Alfama, Mauraria and Baixa. Transportation here is great. Another option is Belém, right by the waterfront, home to the iconic Belém Tower and Hieronymus Monastery. It's still quite pricey as you can see in this listing, but it is well connected to Lisbon while being away from the city hustle. There's a perfect mix of locals and expats here. If these prices are a bit high for you, don't worry. Like most big European cities, you'll find charming and more affordable neighborhoods just outside the city center. Across the bridge from Lisbon, in Almada, you can find larger apartments for around €1,100 a month. It's fully furnished and looks very new, so a very good value for money when you just move to Lisbon. Almada is a popular area for families, young couples and first-time renters. It's charming, but keep in mind that commuting to Lisbon by ferry or bus can take a bit longer, especially during rush hour. Let's try lowering the price filter to €850 and see what's available. Okay, this one is non-furnished, so you will need to invest in some furniture, but it is a big apartment, ideal if you are planning to settle down longer in Lisbon. From the street view, you can tell it has a real suburban vibe, something we actually like when living in the city.
Now, let's move on to Porto. It's a compact city with great food, culture and plenty of events. The slightly cooler climate makes it a great alternative to Lisbon's heat. Porto boasts stunning river views, historic charm and vibrant arts and tech scenes. With a growing international community, it's an attractive option for expats. Let's see if it is still an affordable place to live.
Again, there are many neighborhoods in Porto to choose from, all with a different atmosphere and of course price. Popular areas are for instance Cedo Faita, which has a modern vibe, while Boa Vista is known for its upscale residential charm. Bonfim, Campagna and downtown Porto are three of the most desirable neighborhoods for expats looking to live in Porto.
Let's check out Miragaia. Here you can get a nice 2-bedroom apartment around €1,100 and €1,300. This neighborhood is a blend of old and new, luxury and budget-friendly options. Let's see what you get if you want a 3-bedroom apartment. The selection is less, but nevertheless the quality is nice. This one is furnished, so all you need is to bring your suitcase and it's around €2,320. There's a minimum of 30 days rental, so you can consider it as a short-term rental, so this is more expensive. Let's check this one. Wow, it even has a pool. Not a private pool, but still, the apartment is located in a building with 5 other units only. It looks amazing. Yes, it is expensive, but it seems you can get more in Porto for this price than Lisbon. Vila Nova de Gaia is across the river and is becoming popular for its lower monthly rental costs. Vila do Conde is popular among families. It's a seaside town just 30 minutes from north of Porto.
But you can look further than the typical popular areas, such as at the beach not far from Porto, just 20 minutes by car. We found these wonderful 2-bedroom apartments at the beach for around 1,500 euros, depending on the area, such as this place. As you can tell, you can find great places to live at the beach and near Porto. You will be able to enjoy both worlds. But let's not forget, Lisbon and Porto are starting to feel a little overpriced for many expats. That's why a lot of people are looking beyond these two cities. If you're willing to go to more charming, less touristy cities like Braga or Viseu, you could find places for as low as 700 euros a month. Along the Silver Coast, 100 kilometers from Lisbon and Coimbra, you have Nazaré, where you can rent this 2-bedroom apartment for just 990 euros. Nazaré is famous for its record-breaking surf waves and vibrant fishing traditions. If you love beaches, outdoor activities and a low-key lifestyle, this is the place.
Another hidden gem is Caldas da Rainha. Here you can find a place for 700 euro with pool. This small city is known for its historic thermal baths and bustling center with its daily market. It's an hour drive from Lisbon and is popular for its community feel and being close to the beach. Óbidos is a medieval town near Caldas da Rainha. Just outside its town walls you can find nice places to rent, such as this 4-bedroom detached house for 1,200 euros. Óbidos is becoming popular. Not only is the castle a stunning sight, but everything is within walking distance, giving it a relaxing old town charm. The beach is not far away and English is widely spoken, which is also a plus. Again, not far from Caldas da Rainha, you'll find the beach town Peniche, where you can find 2-bedroom apartments under 1,000 euros with swimming pool and even a tennis court. Like many beach towns, Peniche does lack public transportation and there is a limited nightlife. But if you are seeking a relaxing beach life, then this is definitely an option.
Further inland and towards Porto, you have the historic town of Viseu. For just 875 euros a month, you have a 3-bedroom apartment in the city center. The town is nestled in the Douro wine region with its numerous vineyards and offers an excellent quality of life. It is known as a green town with beautiful parks and a beautiful historic architecture. It's a calm place to live. Yet you can see great outdoor activities such as hiking and even skiing, as the village is set within various mountain ranges. It is 1 hour 45 minutes drive from Porto.
North of Porto you have the Green Coast. In Faro you can find a 2-bedroom apartment with a swimming pool for 1,000 euro a month. Naturally, the main reason to move here is to be close to Porto. You can get to this culturally charming town within 45 minutes, yet still have the luxury of living near the beach and nature while saving on your rent.
Heading all the way to the south, we have the Algarve, Portugal's sun-soaked southern region. It is famous for its golden beaches, dramatic cliffs and warm Mediterranean climate. While popular tourist hubs like Lagos, Albufeira, Carvoeiro and Faro can be pricey, there are several affordable gems for long-term renters. Bear in mind that a lot of properties available are for short-term rental only, so the owners can rent it out during the busy summer months. But for those who look hard enough, there are long-term rentals available.
Let's take a look at Monchique, where you can rent a cute 2-bedroom fully furnished house for 1,095 euros a month. This is an ideal place for those who want to live in the lush, mountainous areas away from the coastal crowd. If you feel like heading to the beach, the famous Praia da Rocha at Portimao and Carvoeiro is just 30 minutes drive away. Same for Lagos. So don't worry, you won't be living an isolated life here. More towards Faro in the east you have Tavira. We found a beautifully maintained and furnished 2-bedroom apartment for 1,200 euros. Tavira town has become very popular for expats for its beautiful town center, but also being close to the beach. Another area we like is around Praia da Luz. You can find a sea view apartment for €1,400. Praia da Luz is a charming seaside village in the Algarve and is known for its golden beach, picturesque cliffs, and relaxed atmosphere. It is popular among expats and families as it offers a mix of modern amenities and traditional charm. These villages provide great value while showcasing the Algarve's natural beauty and relaxed lifestyle.
If you're considering island life, renting in Madeira is a fantastic option. The island offers stunning landscape, a mild climate year-round, and a growing digital nomad community. Funchal offers many modern apartments with sea views just like Ponta do Sol. But they come with a price. Funchal city is the most expensive place on the island. But if you go to places such as the small town of Canicho, 6 kilometers east of Funchal, you get a lot of value for money, such as this 2-bedroom place with an amazing sea view. There isn't much under €1,000, except for this 2-bedroom apartment for €800 at the seaside town of Calhete, a 12-minute drive from Ponta do Sol. Then again, if you like to go for the action in Funchal, prepare to pay between €1,200 and €2,500 for 2-bedroom apartments. Make sure you select long-term rental when doing your search.
In Funchal, popular neighborhoods for expats and digital nomads include São Martinho, known for its modern apartments and ocean views, and the Old Town, which offers a more historic charm with easy access to cafes and co-working spaces. Other great areas include Lido, famous for its lively expat community and beach access, and Santo Antonio, 3 kilometers northwest of Funchal, which provides a quieter suburban feel while still being close to the city center. Similarly, the Azores offer an affordable island lifestyle with lush green scenery, volcanic landscapes, and a slower pace of life. Cities like Ponta Delgada have a mix of modern rentals and traditional homes, making it an appealing option for those seeking a peaceful yet connected environment. São Roque, Lagoa, Faja da Baixo, Arifes, and Livramento are popular neighborhoods. 2-bedroom apartments can be rented between €900 and €1,800. For digital nomads, the best areas are around the University of the Azores.
In the end, Portugal is huge and every part offers something for everybody. It's all about finding the right balance between location, amenities, and budget. The great thing is, the choices are endless when it comes to renting. You can stay nearby the beach, a small charming town, or head to the bigger cities.
Now, let's quickly talk about buying. Whether you're looking for a modern city apartment or a charming countryside retreat, Portugal has plenty of options. Just remember to factor in extra costs like taxes, notary fees, and potential renovations. If you're buying, you'll also need to budget for closing costs, which can add up to 7 to 10% of the property's value.
Buying property in Portugal has become very popular, especially in Lisbon and Porto, where a 2-bedroom apartment in Lisbon city centre can cost around €400,000 to €850,000, depending on the neighborhood. Let's just take a moment to enjoy this stunning property.
So, is it still affordable to buy something in Portugal? As long as you are willing to leave the big cities behind, then you can find great properties. A relaxed town with more space and nature is Nazaré. Here, prices can start at around €500,000 for a bigger 4-bedroom house outside the city center, such as this property. This is a beautiful place. Further away inland from Nazaré, a 20-minute drive away, you can find a fully restored, charming house for €179,000. Not only is the house nice, but the property around it is big. If you are looking for space, these are the areas you have to focus on.
Do you prefer more sun and higher temperatures? The Algarve does tend to be more expensive compared to other regions in Portugal, particularly in coastal hotspots like Lagos, Albufeira and Vila Moura, which attract both tourists and expats. However, more affordable options can still be found in smaller inland towns like Monchique, Lulé and São Brás de Alportel. In Lagos, you can find nice apartments for 175,000 to 300,000 euros, just as this one. Compared to cities like Lisbon and Porto, the Algarve offers better value for those seeking properties with outdoor space or proximity to the beach, making it a popular choice for retirees and remote workers. Just like renting, Monchique offers great properties such as this renovated old stone farmhouse up in the mountain with a swimming pool. Not only is the house stunning, but the surrounding garden is amazing. Remember, while Monchique is in the mountains, it's just a 30-minute drive to the coast. These are places we would love to live when moving to Portugal. Near São Marcos da Serra, you have a small farm with 3 bedrooms in 3 separate buildings, with a large plot of land for 280,000 euros. Obviously, it needs a lot of TLC to make it look nice, but there is a lot of potential here. There are a lot of properties like this in this part of Portugal that need to be renovated. If you are handy and want to increase the value of the property, then you should definitely think out of the box and search for these type of hidden gems.
Heading away from the Algarve, let's check out the islands. Not surprisingly, the Azores and Madeira are becoming more popular. Look at this place with a view of the sea in the Azores starting at 139,000 euros. Okay, this is not a place for the faint-hearted. You have to be ready for a project, but you'll have your little piece of heaven without anybody around. But if you're looking for a place far from the hustle and bustle, then it is still possible to find something. In Madeira Island, the popular village of Ponta do Sol offers nice properties starting from around 250,000 euros. Obviously, this place needs a lot of work too. You have to think out of the box and imagine this house empty so you can style it to your liking. The location is wonderful and the house is big. If you are not looking for a fully renovated house, then there are still quite affordable properties for sale, but don't expect prices like 40 or 60,000 euros anymore. You've missed the boat if that is what you are looking for.
So, as you can tell, Portugal is not cheap as it used to be. But if you have set your mind on moving there and you want something affordable, then consider Braga for a lower cost of living with a rich cultural scene. Prefer coastal beauty? The Algarve, especially north of Lagos and Faro, offers great deals just 30 minutes from the shore. For something more remote, the Azores and Madeira provide breathtaking landscape and growing digital nomad scene. Generally, the rental prices in Portugal for a 2-bedroom apartment range from 800 to 2,600 euros, while buying in Lisbon starts at 300,000, but smaller towns offer lower prices. In this video, we've only scratched the surface, so if you're looking to move here, make sure to explore all your options.
That's right, and if you're thinking of relocating, always make sure to do your research and take the time to visit a few properties before making a decision. Portugal really has something for everyone, and with the right knowledge, you can find a place that suits your needs and budget.